When you're driving around on the road, these things right here are becoming more and more popular, and this dash cam right here is packed full of features. This is from 70mai, and this has a front rear cam and it has 4G capabilities built into it. And in this video, we're going to take a look at that. Hey everyone, my name is Monty and welcome to Inside Wire. This is packed full of features, as I mentioned, and we're going to take a look at it inside this video. First, let's jump inside the box and get it set up. So we have the 4G hardwired kit in here, and we have the dash cam itself in here. So let's take a look. We'll start with the dash cam, and inside here you've got everything you need to know about getting it installed and some instructions within. There's an SD card that comes with it. That's a 64 gig card. We have the front facing camera with the screen at the back. We have the rear facing camera, which can be set up at the back of the car. And then we have a load of cables that are within here. So if I take all of these out, we have a mount that we can pop onto the dash if you wish to do so. There's some double-sided sticky tape at the bottom. We have a USB plug. We have the extension cable to go from the front to the back. And finally, we have a USB cable that can go into here for the device to be charged. The hardware kit itself, if we take a look at this inside here, this is the 4G hardware kit. We have the instructions in the hardware kit, and we have a SIM card removal tool, and we have the device itself. So we have a USB cable, so USB-C to USB-C again. If you want to connect it within the mains of the car, you can also do that. And we have the 4G kit just here. So SIM card goes in the side just here, and the USB-C cable you can pop into here should you want to power it via USB-C. I wanted to run through this quickly here with you before we get this set up outside. So we have a couple of different options in the ways you can set this up. So the 4G module itself actually needs to be connected to the fuse box inside the car, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to demo that in this video. But this feature gives you some additional parts that you will probably need or you're going to want to use within the video. So you need to pop in a SIM card within data, and that 4G data gives you access within the app to get you real-time data. So that's real-time route and GPS location, Find My Car, instant app alerts, and real-time tracking. And that's all built into the feature. So once you get this connected up, you can use your USB-C cable to connect where you would put the power in just here. So I have this connected in just at the side here, and you then would connect your rear camera. So everything would be powered from the engine, and you wouldn't need a USB-C cable to get this set up. However, for this demo right here, I'm going to show you all the features within. We have the rear camera setup and we have the front camera setup. Let's cover some of the specifications of this. So it's 1944p. So we have the full resolution that gets output from here. There's a picture-in-picture built in, and there's a night owl system within, which gives you enhanced night vision image as well. We're going to take a look at both the day and the night vision shortly and see how well that works. But first I want to get it configured and set up here and set up within the app. So now we have this all connected, I'm going to remove this sticker off the back right here. And you can see that removes a nice visual display that you can see here. So this is the camera that you can see right here. And the other thing I like within here is it actually has picture-in-picture. So it has me right here. You can see me in the top left-hand corner of the image. And if I pop this just there, let's go ahead and press the first button. And that reverses the picture-in-picture. So you have a few different options. So now when you are looking at the rear, you can see I'm now here in the main picture. You can either have a main front picture, which you can see right here, or you can have the rear picture as a whole. So you don't have to have the picture-in-picture, you can also just have it sat on here as well. So you can have it sat to a specific camera. On this side we have the emergency recording, and then we have all the library that's set up in here. So within the back right here we have an SD card, and that all has the information on here. In here at the moment is a 64 gig SD card, which is probably ample enough, and remember as you go through it overwrites the footage so it doesn't keep the same and it doesn't run out of space. When you go into the videos, you have an option of all video or emergency. Emergency video is something, when I go back to the main menu, there's a button right here with the flag. You can go ahead and press that, and you'll see that it pops up and says recording emergency video. So if there's something that you want to record that you want to make sure you capture, you can go ahead and press this. And it records up to 30 to 60 seconds, depending on what you have set up in your settings. So let's dive a little bit deeper into the settings. So we have the video settings themselves, and we have video storage, resolution. So we're set at 2592 by 1944, so we're at the max resolution. The duration recording is in 1 minute clips at the moment, but you can change that to 2 minutes or 3 minutes. You have demisting, we have the logo, the speed, the longitude and latitude, and the refresh rate, and the extended cam mirroring if you want, or cam flipping. So we go back, we have parking surveillance. For this, you need to have the parking surveillance cable installed, which isn't installed on this, but if you have that, you have this here, and you have time-lapse recording as well. We have smart travel. Now this is really good. We have ADAS. Now this will get set up outside, but what you need to do is basically get it set up. Once you have ADAS set up, it gives you a load of different options. So what this gives you is it gives you lane departure detection, forward vehicle movement detection, and collision detection. So there's a few different options that are built in here, but you need to get it set up and centered with the highlighted area that it shows on here. So we'll have a look at that shortly. This is a really good smart system, and I'm looking forward to getting this tested. We have the sound settings. You can turn on audio, you can set the speaker volume, and you have the button sounds as well. We have system. Now in here we have the Wi-Fi hotspot, the screensaver, auto stop on off, time, system language, date format, so satellite positioning. So all of this has all been set on here. So we've found the position. It's got all of that set up. We have a reset button, and then we can download the app. So this is a QR code for the application itself, which we're going to take a look at just now. So the app itself is very simple. You can go ahead and open the image and then full screen that should you wish to do so. So we can then come out of that. You can go ahead and listen to the recording for the audio. So we can turn that on and off. You can turn the recording on and off from here. So you can see it's enabled or it's disabled. You can see you can take photos for the front and back. And on here we have the different camera settings. So you can flick between the two, whether you want the front view or the rear view. Now I am connected to the Wi-Fi of the device itself, so I am connected. With the 4G capabilities, you would be able to do this from anywhere. We have the album settings, so we have all the videos, again set out, photos, parking surveillance, emergency videos, and all videos, and that's also set up in a timeline. So if you want to scroll through, you can actually loop through the video. Within here also you can set up all the settings of the video. So we have the encoding, video resolution, clip duration, demisting, speed watermark, coordinates, the logo, everything basically. So we have all of that set up. We have the collision detection, time-lapse photography, and this is the ADAS that I was talking about. It gives you all the information about ADAS on here. We have the power on and off, the speaker volume, the key tone, the broadcast language. Everything is basically set up on here, and you can set the date format how you wish. So I'm going to change that to day, day, month, month, year, year. Your positioning, about. The final thing I want to tell you, just going back to here, is you can synchronize the driving route data automatically. As you connect to the Wi-Fi, it will synchronize the data, and we're going to synchronize that now. And it says driving route data is synchronized. Please go to my driving route to view the details. Let's check out the installation. So we have the little sticky pad that goes on the back, and then we have the part that clips on just here. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and easily just slot this in, and there you go, that's now set up. You can set up the camera in the whichever angle you need once we turn that on. So it's now your job to get the cable fed in all the way wherever you need it to go down to the console. Mine's going to be going further down where the USB is, and then the second cable needs to go all the way along and to the back of the car, which we will have a look at shortly. So we just powered that on now, and you can see set up and running, so we can adjust this accordingly wherever we need that. So I think that's a good angle for us. That gives us a good nice wide view. So let's get the rear camera installed now as well, and that is the back quad installed now, so you can see the picture in picture. There's the front and there's the back. So we'll give this a bit of a test both day and night, and let's see how well it works. Let's take a look at some daytime footage where we're driving down a single carriageway where you can see the cars. So this is the front view, and then this is followed by the back of the car, so you can see everything behind as well. So it works out quite clearly in terms of the image in daytime. Just to give you a bit more of any other scenarios that are around, so this is inside of a car park. Yes, it is a bit empty at the moment, but it gives you a rough idea in terms of what that looks like. And this is what the back camera looks like. So again, you can see everything quite clearly, and it's visible in a well-lit day. Here's another scenario where the car is stationary. You can see the front camera just here, so you can see that quite clearly. You can read everything around. And then we take a look at the back camera, and again, everything is very visible. You can see what's going on. And finally, we'll look at a daytime driving footage again in some residential areas. So driving around, you can see, again, everything looks quite clear. And looking at the back camera, again, you can see everything that's going on behind at the same time. So let's take a look at the nighttime. Let's take a look now at the nighttime view, and we are in a bit of a warehouse area where there's multiple units, and you can read everything quite clearly, the number plates, the signs, everything around is quite visible. We then move on to the back view where you can see quite clearly everything is visible and you can read number plates just to show you what the back view looks like. We then move into another area where you can see the cars passing by on a roundabout and you can read the number plates quite clearly on the front. And we move into a light area and then a slightly darker area, and then the street lights come back again so you're able to view. So the camera adjusts to the different lighting scenarios. On the back you can see, again, not as clear as the front view, but you can make out what's going on around the area and the signs can be visible. This is me sat in the car driving along the streets to get an audio reading from the camera. Can you hear what I'm saying on this audio recording? Well, what do I like about this camera? Well, the image quality is great, both day and night it picks it up. I like the fact that it covers both front and back, and the 4G capabilities of it just takes it to that next level, giving me real-time access and real-time driving route data as well. This is perfect for any dash cam that you would want. It's an all-rounder, it does everything you need it to do. The only downside that I could probably think of at this point is you probably have to get a professional to get it installed, to get it connected to the right areas, to make sure that it can be powered on all the time. But it's definitely worth the investment. The link is down in the description below. Let me know your thoughts, what you think of this dash cam. Is it something you would use? Do you have any of 70mai products? Or is this something that you would look to buy in your new setup for your new car? I hope you found this video useful. For now, this is Inside Wire, and I'll see you in the next one.